Good morning, students. Today we are going to begin third unit, Trust and Care. William Shakespeare says, "Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none." Love and care are two words that are usually associated with each other, and everyone is familiar with what they mean. Really, students, love, care, and trust, these things are very important in human relationships. Without love, care, and trust, we cannot make our relationship strong. If we want to make our relationship strong, then we want to love, care, and trust to our loved ones. So let's see lesson number 1, the doctor's word. Dr. Raman is known for his truthfulness. He never tells his patient who are critically ill soothing lies. Gopal, his very close friend, is at death's door. He asks the doctor if he is going to live. What does the doctor tell him? People came to him when the patient was on his last legs. Here, last legs means going to the die very soon. Dr. Raman often burst out, "Why couldn't you have come a day earlier?" Through these lines, writer wants to say that when people was very serious or their condition was very critical, then only they came to the doctor. Then they came to the Dr. Raman. It means they came on the last stage to the Dr. Raman. When patient came on last stage, that time Dr. Raman was very angry. He was burst out and he said to the patient, "Why didn't you come a day earlier?" The reason was obvious. Visiting fee 25 rupees, and more than that, people liked to shirk a fact that the time had come to call in Dr. Raman. For them, there was something ominous in the very association. Here, shock means avoid. Here, writer had given the two reasons. First reason was the visiting fee of the Dr. Raman, and second reason was that people wanted to avoid the fact that it means they know very well when they came to the Dr. Raman, that time definitely something is bad there, or something they definitely bad wanted to listen there from the Dr. Raman. That's why they avoid to come to the Dr. Raman. So these two reasons were there. First is Dr. Raman's visiting fee, and second thing, they wanted to avoid the bad thing, and that's why they didn't come before to the Dr. Raman. As a result, when the big man came on the scene, it was always a quick decision one way or another. Here, writer had given the nature of Dr. Raman. It means when Dr. Raman came, that time came with his decision, and his decision was firm and strong. He never changed his decision. Whatever decision he had taken, that was his final decision there. There was no scope for time or any kind of wavering or whitewashing. Here, whitewashing means attempting to hide unpleasant facts about something or somebody. मतलब किसी बात को छुपाने की कोशिश करना. There was no scope for or time for any kind of wavering or whitewashing. It means there was no chance to hide anything there. राइटर यही बताना चाहते हैं कि डॉक्टर रमन ऐसे पर्सन नहीं थे जो कोई बात छुपाते थे या मतलब कुछ किसी को अच्छा लगने के लिए वो बोलते थे. ऐसा वहाँ कोई भी चांस नहीं था. डॉक्टर रमन का नेचर था, मतलब जो भी सच्चाई है और जो भी ट्रुथ है वो डायरेक्टली पेशेंट के सामने और उनके रिलेटिव के सामने वो बता देते थे. वो कभी भी झूठ नहीं बोलते थे. Long years of practice of this kind had bred in the doctor a certain truthfulness. For that very reason, his opinion was valued. Dr. Raman was practicing for a long time, and that's why whatever decision had given by Dr. Raman, that was very valued there. Whatever opinion he described in front of the patient or the people, that opinion was very important for the patient. The patient's life hung on his words. Yes, children, this line, these words are really very important here. द पेशेंट्स लाइफ हंग ऑन हिज वर्ड्स. आपको पता है कि पेशेंट की लाइफ मतलब किस पे निर्भर होती है? डॉक्टर्स के वर्ड्स पे निर्भर होती है. मतलब जो डॉक्टर्स बताते हैं हम वैसे ही करते हैं. अगर डॉक्टर हमें पॉजिटिव बोलते हैं तो उस तरीके से पेशेंट में इम्प्रूवमेंट होती है. दैट्स वाई राइटर सेड हियर द पेशेंट्स लाइफ हंग ऑन हिज वर्ड्स. This never unduly worried Dr. Raman, but for these things or for these words, Dr. Raman never worried. He knew very well patient's life hung on his words, but even though he was not thinking for the words, he always thinking for the truth. That's why whatever truth was there, that he always opened in front of the patient. He never believed that agreeable words ever saved lives. He did not think it. He was not mere a doctor expressing an opinion but a judge pronouncing a verdict. Here, writer compared Dr. Raman with the judge. Writer is telling that Dr. Raman also like a judge who pronouncing a verdict. आपको पता है जज क्या करते हैं? मतलब कोई आरोपी या कैदी हो तो उसके बारे में जो भी जजमेंट देते हैं उस पर उस कैदी की या आरोपी की लाइफ निर्धारित होती है. मतलब अगर जज ने अपना जजमेंट बराबर दिया तो उसकी लाइफ बच भी सकती है या उसे मौत की सज़ा भी मिल सकती है. तो राइटर यही कहना चाहते हैं कि अगर डॉक्टर्स के वर्ड्स अगर थोड़े से भी गलत हो गए तो हो सकता है कि उस पर पेशेंट की जान भी जा सकती है. दैट्स वाई राइटर सेज डॉक्टर रमन इज़ नॉट ओनली अ डॉक्टर बट ही वॉज लाइक अ जज. द पेशेंट्स लाइफ हंग ऑन हिज वर्ड्स. This never unduly worried Dr. Raman. He never believed that agreeable words ever saved lives. Dr. Raman never thought that if he used agreeable words, then these words could save the life of the patient. He never thought like that. He did not think it was any of his business to provide unnecessary hopes when, as a matter of course, nature would tell him the truth in a few hours. Dr. Raman did not think that was his business to provide unnecessary hope when, a matter of course, nature would tell them the truth in a few hours. It means he was thinking there, whatever reality there, if he did not tell to the patient, but after some time, definitely nature would open this reality in front of the patient. He was thinking like that. However, when he glimpsed the faintest sign of hope, he rolled up his sleeve and stepped into the arena. So, when Dr. Raman had some hope there, that time he definitely came with hope. He rolled up his sleeve and stepped into the arena. Here, arena means got ready to save the patient's life. It means when he was some hope, that time he was always ready to save the life of patient. It might be hours or days, but he never withdrew till he wrested the prize from Yama's hands. When he was started to operate the patient, that time he wanted there a very long time, but he was not thinking for his time. Only he was thinking for patient's life, and he was working there till he wrested the prize from Yama's hands. मतलब जब तक वो यम के हाथ से उस पेशेंट के प्राण वापस नहीं लाते और जब तक वो उसे पूरी तरह से ठीक नहीं कर देते तब तक डॉक्टर रमन रुकते नहीं थे. फिर उसके लिए उनको कितना भी वक्त लगे, चाहे 1 घंटा या 2 घंटा, चाहे 1 दिन या 2 दिन, वो उसकी भी चिंता नहीं करते थे. लेकिन जब तक वो अपने पेशेंट्स की जान बचा नहीं लेते थे तब तक वो कोशिश करते थे. सो राइटर said about the nature of Dr. Raman here. Today, standing over a bed, the doctor felt that he himself needed someone to tell him soothing lies. But children, today something was happened very different with Dr. Raman. Already we had seen that Dr. Raman never told lie to the patient, but today he felt he wanted to tell something lie to someone, and that thing was really different from him. He mopped his brow with his kerchief and sat down in the chair beside the bed. He mopped his brow and sit there beside the bed. On the bed lay his dearest friend in the world, Gopal. There was one man whose name was Gopal, and Gopal was best friend of Dr. Raman. They had known each other for 40 years now, starting with their kindergarten days. They were known each other for 40 years, and their friendship started from the kindergarten days. They could not, of course, meet as much as they wanted, each being wrapped in his family and profession. Writer is telling here, Gopal and Dr. Raman never meet. It means they met there sometime, but even though their friendship was great there. Why they did not meet with each other? Because both were busy in their family and in their profession or in their business. That's why they couldn't give the time to each other, but even though they loved to each other, they trust on each other, or their friendship was very great there. Occasionally, on a Sunday, Gopal would talk into the consulting room and wait patiently in a corner till the doctor was free. But sometimes, what then Gopal did there? On Sunday, Gopal came to the Dr. Raman's clinic and he was waiting there till the doctor was free. And then they would dine together, see a picture, and talk of each other's life and activities. When Dr. Raman free, then they meet with each other, they see a picture, they talk with each other, and they discuss about their life and about their activities. In this way, they spend the time with each other on Sunday. It was a classic friendship. Here, classic friendship means a typical example of great friendship. Writer is telling here, they met only sometimes, but even though their friendship was classic, it means their friendship was very great, who was not changed by times, circumstances and activities. It means whatever circumstances or activities there, that could not change the friendship of Dr. Raman and Gopal. In his busy round of week, Dr. Raman had not noticed that Gopal had not called in for over 3 months now. Already we know the occupation of Dr. Raman. So students, we can understand Dr. Raman was busy person. That's why in his busy schedule, he didn't notice that Gopal didn't meet with him for 3 months. He just remembered it when he saw Gopal's sons sitting on a bench in the consulting hall one crowded morning. Previously, Dr. Raman didn't remember about the Gopal, but when he remembered when he saw Gopal's sons who was sitting on a bench in the consulting hall one crowded morning. Dr. Raman could not talk to him for over an hour. Dr. Raman had seen the Gopal sons, but even though he could not talk with him for an hour. When he got up and was about to pass on to the operation room, after some time Dr. Raman got up and he started walking through the operation room. He called up young man, it means he called the Gopal sons, and he asked to him, "What brings you here, sir?" The youth was nervous and shy. "Mother sent me here." Dr. Raman asked the question to Gopal sons. Then he had given the answer. Mother sent him there. "What can I do for you? Father is ill." Then Dr. Raman said what he could do for him. Then Gopal's sons had given the answer. His father was ill. It was an operation day and he was not free till 3 in the afternoon. That was Dr. Raman. That day Dr. Raman was busy because he wanted to do the operation there. But when he listened about Gopal's condition, that time he was very shocked. He rushed off straight from the clinic to his friend's house in Lawley Extension. He didn't think about his operation. He suddenly rushed towards the Gopal's house who lived in Lawley Extension. Gopal lay in bed as if in sleep. When Dr. Raman had reached to the Gopal's house, that time he had seen Gopal was laying on the bed. The doctor stood over him and asked Gopal's wife how long has been in bed. When doctor had seen the condition of Gopal, that time he felt very bad. He asked to Gopal's wife, how long has been in bed? It means how many days over there for the condition of Gopal? A month and a half, doctor. Then Gopal's wife replied, there, a month and half. Who is attending to him? Then Dr. Raman asked to Gopal's wife, who was giving the treatment to the Gopal? A doctor in the next street. Then Gopal's wife said, there was a one doctor who lived in the next street and he was giving the treatment to the Gopal. She said, he comes down once in a 3 days and gives him a medicine. What is his name? Then Dr. Raman asked the name of that doctor. He had never heard of him, someone I don't know, but I wish he had had the goodness to tell me about it. Then he said, he didn't heard the name of that doctor. Someone I don't know, but I wish he had had the goodness to tell me about it. Why couldn't you have sent me a word earlier? Then after that, Dr. Raman said to Gopal's wife, why didn't they inform to him? We thought you would be busy and did not wish to trouble you unnecessarily. Then Gopal's wife had given the answer that she was thinking Dr. Raman was busy person. That's why she did not want to give the trouble to Dr. Raman unnecessarily. They were apologetic and miserable. Here, apologetic means showing that you are sorry for causing a problem. And miserable. There was hardly any time to be lost. Then she said there was less time to lost there. He took off his coat and opened his bag. He took out an injection tube and the needle sizzled over the stove. After some time, he took off his coat and he opened his bag. Then he took out the injection tube and the needle sizzled over the stove. The sick man's wife whimpered in a corner and essayed to ask questions. Here, whimpered means made a low, weak crying noises, and essayed means tried. Now, we know the Gopal's condition. That's why Gopal's wife was very sad there. When Dr. Raman came there, that time she was crying there, and while crying, she tried to ask some question to Dr. Raman. Please don't ask questions, snapped the doctor. Here, snapped means said angrily. Dr. Raman understood the condition of Gopal's wife. When Gopal's wife tried to ask the question to Dr. Raman, that time he didn't give any answer. He was angry there. He said to Gopal's wife, she should not ask any question to him. He looked at the children who were watching the sterilizer and said, send them all away somewhere except the eldest. Dr. Raman said to Gopal's wife that children should not stop here. They should be outside. Only elders could stand there. He shot in the drug, sat back in his chair and gazed at the patient's face for over an hour. The patient still remained motionless. Dr. Raman had given the injection to the Gopal and he sat back in his chair. When he was sitting there, that time he was continuously watching the face of Gopal. The condition of Gopal was really very serious there. Gopal was motionless. The doctor's face gleams with perspiration. Here, perspiration means sweat. The doctor's face gleamed with perspiration and his eyelids dropped with fatigue. Here, fatigue means tiredness. So, his eyelids drooped there with the fatigue. It means his eyes were tired there. The sick man's wife stood silently. She asked timidly, "Doctor, shall I make some coffee for you?" Gopal's wife was standing there. She asked for coffee to Dr. Raman, but Dr. Raman refused for coffee. "No," he replied, although he felt famished. Here, famished means very hungry, having missed his midday meal. Actually, Dr. Raman didn't take his midday meal. He was hungry there, but even though he didn't take the coffee because he did not feel good there. He got up and said, "I will be back in a few minutes. Don't disturb him on any account." Then, after some time, Dr. Raman got up from his place and he said to Gopal's wife he would come within a few minutes. And again he said to Gopal's wife that they should not disturb to the Gopal. He picked up his bag and went to his car. In a quarter of an hour, he was back, followed by an assistant and nurse. After some time, Dr. Raman came with some assistant and nurse. The doctor told the lady of the house, "I have to perform an operation." Then he said to Gopal's wife that he wanted to do the operation of Gopal. "Why? Why? Why?" she asked faintly. When Gopal's wife asked these words, that time she was very shocked because she didn't understand why Dr. Raman wanted to perform the operation there. "I will tell you all that soon. Will you leave your son here, help us, and go over to the next house and stay there till I call you?" Gopal's wife had asked some questions to Dr. Raman, but he did not give any answer to her. He said whatever things were there, that all these things he told to her after some time. "Will you leave your son here to help us?" Then he asked to Gopal's wife for her son and go over to the next house and stay there till I call you. Then he said to Gopal's wife she wanted to stay to the next house. The lady felt giddy and sank down to the floor. Here, giddy means dizzy. The lady felt giddy and sank down. अब sank down it means here वो सच में डूब गई थी क्या? No. Actually, she was very sad there when she heard about the operation. जब गोपाल की पत्नी ने डॉक्टर रमन से सुना कि उनको ऑपरेशन करना ज़रूरी है, तब वो बहुत शॉक हो गई. मतलब उसे कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा था कि क्या करे. उसको इतना सदमा पहुंच गया और उसकी वजह से वो वही जगह पे बैठ गई. अनेबल टू बियर द स्ट्रेन. हियर स्ट्रेन मीन्स टेंशन. दैट टाइम वॉज रियली वेरी क्रिटिकल फॉर गोपाल्स वाइफ. She had taken a lot of tension there, and that tension she could not bear there. The nurse attended to her and laid her out. Then